Kong plays host to the penultimate round of the championship, where Bentley is on pole from Casper LeBeau. The points leader, Ryan Burton. Fourth place is Cosmas Benitez from Ash Cornwell and Juan Villalobos. Then it's Drago, partnered by Ica World on row 4. Then Labarton in 9th from Thomas Holtz and Sri Harashwar. Then it's Magic starting 12th from Tommy, Nick Haymaker and Moises Lima in 15th. Nora is 16th from Spiker and his teammate Antonio Pante. Then it's the back four of Claire DeLune, Nelly Rules, Star and Experno. The penultimate round of the championship takes us back to Southeast Asia for the Hong Kong feature race. All 5 lights go on. And we are underway for the penultimate time in Season 2. And it's a great start off the line from Christian Bentley, Casper LeBeau in the number 5 Goodhart car, trying to pull level as they head down the longest run down into the opening chicane. What can Casper do as they enter the hard braking point? He takes the lead, coming through turns 3 and 4. They keep it mostly clean, and that's an airborne Ash Cornwell, who is out of this race. He's hit Ica World, who now has front wing damage. The full course cautions come out. And for Ash Cornwell, that could be case closed on his championship challenge. Of course, he came into this race 15 points down on Ryan Burton. And I believe 10 points, yes, 10 points down on Casper LeBeau. In this position, he'd be leaving here 35 points down on the new points leader, Casper. And 25 points down on Ryan Burton. He could only then go after second in points as we get back under the green flags here in Hong Kong. Great to return here, 7/10 a whole second. A brilliant getaway for Casper, who's out of this race. Casper LeBeau is out. The cautions return. Christian Bentley, your leader. The drivers second and third in the championship heading into this race, both out. That changes the championship outlook again. In this position, Burton is running in second, getting 18 points. It would move him 2 clear from the safety zone. He could be champion today if he finishes in this position. Of course, coming in 5 points in front of his teammates. They come through the opening chicane and into the wall for the 2 race leaders. Both getting front wing damage out of the race for Cosmas Benitez. Another full course caution here in Hong Kong. Unbelievable. Already this fast, we've got 3 drivers out in 2 laps. 17 laps. This is one of the longest laps in terms of race distance, and in fact this could actually be one of the longest race distances that we have to cover. The full course cautions ending on lap 2, and we get back underway on board with Ryan Burton. Doesn't get the greatest of restarts. The top 3 all missing their front wings. Bentley in that 19 car using the attack charge he had available, but look at that, Labarton to Bentley as they come down into the stadium section. They keep it clean out of the wall. Please, contact out of the race for Thomas Holtz, and he's out on the middle of the track. Ooh, Drago seemed to get involved in that too. Is that a pile-up forming? It is. Pante's out of getting a time penalty here. Yeah, it's a whole blockade on the racing line. We could see more than just Holtz out. Sri Harashwar for Red Bull is out of this race as well on lap 3. That's one of the, yes, let's start in the junior motorsports car going backwards. Many drivers diving down into pit lane. Can Star get himself back into this race? He can. On lap 3, Gabriella Barton is your race leader. Drago second. And for Ryan Burton, that's unfortunate. That really is. Okay, now it's time for everyone to regroup. Realize that maybe they're overdriving the cars. This is their first time racing in Hong Kong. It's a brand new layout for Hong Kong as well, as we're back under the green flags. Hopefully now on the restart, everyone keeping it clean, and Burton sizing up. Nope, nope, absolutely not. Ica World is out of this race. Wild scenes. Every time we go back under green, it's not more than 20 seconds. 20 seconds until the yellow flags fly again. If it continues like this, we might not even see any finishes today. Full course cautions ending. We're back under the greens, but for how long? Gabriela Barton managing some very worn soft compound tyres, goes off the track, and you can say the same for Drago further back, but they hold on to it. Villalobos versus Christian Bentley. Oh! Oh! Hopping over the Manor Motorsport car. That's a sick trick for the number 19 of Christian Bentley to stay in this race after spinning like a madman. But Manor Motorsport's race winner, Juan Villalobos, is out at the stadium section. Labarton coming out of pit lane there. Christian Bentley will move back into the race lead with a 5-second time penalty hanging over his head. For Ryan Burton, he just knows, just stay in the race right now. You can take Ash Cornwell out of contention. You can try and take your teammate out of contention as well, as we go back under the green flags on board with Nora as the top three making their way through that chicane. It's really through full blast, but the issues are made and Burton is out! The top three in the championship! All out! All out! Before lap 5 has even turned. Bentley, your race leader. The cautions have returned. You know, we've had chaotic races in the FG series in every ERL category so far this season. But to only have 14 drivers still in the race by lap 4 of 17 shows that there's a very high likelihood that things are only going to get worse from here. Christian Bentley, your race leader, trying to defend from Gabriela Barton, who's got much, much better soft compound tires, and out of the race for the American. Barton got a time penalty for track limits infringements. In fact, that's a very quick time to get a track limits penalty, but for Bentley, that's day over. Neither Trackhouse, neither Goodhart is gonna finish this race, and that's the two teams who lead the points. Lap 5 of 17 in this war of attrition. As the cautions are about to end, we're back under the green flags. And Magic flying off the track as he fires that. Ooh, we got yellows in sector 1. That's for the race leader as they go 4 wide for the back. Barton hit the wall as he got back under green. Big spin for Drago. He's done that on his own. The rest of the field coming into that chicane under the yellow flags. And Drago back onto the track. We go on board with Million Brulez, who hits the wall and is out of the race. Oh! Oh, he's upside down. He's upside down and out of this race. The cautions return. Looks as if he was hit by Nick Haymaker. He was. The cautions are back out. Gabriela Barton, an IndyCar race winner, I believe, might be on course to take a win here today if he can just keep his nose clean as he comes through the stadium section. We go back under the green flags. This could see some regulations being imposed for next season across all 3 ERL categories in terms of track layout. Drago running in oh, we've got yellows! Haymaker's out. Yikes. Big yikes. Barton comes in, straps on some mediums. Half the field is out before we've even reached half race distance. We've just hit a third of the way through this race and half of the drivers are out. Tommy's got the fastest lap in third. Just look at the names on that pylon. On that scoring pylon or the timing tower, whatever you want to call it. Unbelievable. Cautions are about to end here in Hong Kong as we are now back under green flags. Drago leading the field back to green. He's got Barton behind him and they go side by side. Barton to the lead as we've got yellows. Who is that? That's Star. Ooh! Nora is out of this race. Big nose bug there. Wow. There is the other Man of Motorsport car. Is now, if drivers finish this race, all of them who do are now guaranteed points. I don't think anyone who's currently in this race is in the title picture. In fact, I'll get the championship result from last time out in Tokyo up on my second monitor here. Thomas Holtz was 4th coming into this race, and while he's out, Lebargton, who leads this race, he's not in the top 8, and he slides into the barriers. Yellow flags in the 3rd sector. He gets it back on track, but he's got front wing damage. There is the Red Bull driver in front of everybody as they go green again. Claire DeLune goes over the curbs, but keeps it out of the wall, unlike Magic, who is out. That takes us down to 9 on lap 7. I don't know if we're going to reach full race distance here. Just looking at the top drivers here, just looking at them all in the points, Antonio Ponce came into this race 6th on 48 points. Now, he could try and get himself into the championship battle if he were to win this race, because he is the highest driver still in this race in the championship. And, oh, cautions come out for Claire DeLune. Claire is out. He's on the wall. So that allows me to talk about this championship picture again, as we're down to 8 runners on lap 7. Ponce and Lima are the 2 drivers highest in points who are still in this race. And they are 6th and 7th, tied on 48 points. And I don't think anyone else in the top 10 is still in this race. As we're back under the green flags, yeah. Tommy, 10th heading into this race, is the only other member of the top 10 who's still here. As Ponce versus Lima. Ponce forcing the Italian quite far wide. There goes the man now 6th in this race. Ponce getting a track limits warning. Lebargton leads, but goes off the track. Just about manages to hold on to it. Drago is out. Big airtime for the Power Motorsport man from India. This is a demolition derby and a half. Lap 8 of 17. Tommy and Spiker and Lebargton all down into pit lane. All of the mechanics down at pit lane getting a very good workout here, as we're down to 7 drivers from Hong Kong. And at the very least, for the Hong Kong fans, their home driver is still in this race in Tommy. Exferno, who started at the back, is now in the wall, but currently leads this race, his front wing. Ooh! Moises Lima is out. Lima is out of this race. There is Exferno's front wing. You can see it right there as we go past with Antonio Ponce. 6 drivers left. Hopefully that's the last full course caution. Wanted to say that quite a few laps ago, but every time that opportunity came up, a caution came out. And we're back under the green flags. I said that too many times to count. Exferno, your race leader for Team Impol. Again, Ponce, the highest man up in the championship, still in this race, followed by Tommy. So those are the 2 guys who are going to get massive points bonuses from this race, as long as they finish. But we're not even halfway done, and I'm not too sure if we're going to have finishes, as Ponce gets close to the wall, out of the race for Gabriel Lebargton. Cautions return. Everyone's now scoring 10 points or more. 10 points or more. We've got dark clouds here in Hong Kong. I mean, that's a rarity for it to be completely sunny all day. Tommy, we know quite a lot about that, as he now leads. The fans' favourite. And on lap 9 of 17, Revolution Racing could get another win this season. Of course, Tommy won the Rome feature race, but now he hits the wall at home. Spiker hits the barriers with him. He takes the lead. Does the Mexican driver. On board, we were about to go with Exferno. Ooh, big one for Star. Cautions come out again, and we're down to 4. I'm almost certain that the championship outlook coming into this race does not change leaving this race. We're going to head into the Manila feature race as the cautions end. We're going to head into the Manila feature race, and it's still going to be Goodhart versus Ash Cornwell. And I've got no clue who's going to do better out of those three at this stage. Spiker in that 13 car now leads the way, comes into the wall and is out of this race. Exferno now leads. There's a tire bouncing around down at that corner, so probably best to not go over the curb. Everyone's now on the podium. No points would be awarded if you don't finish, even if you are one of the last to hit a wall. Caution's coming out again on lap 10 of 17. I am almost certain that we're not going to reach the 17th lap here. I think everyone's going to wreck. The final three drivers here are going to wreck. It's been a very farcical race as we're back under the green flags. Looking back with Exferno, your race leader keeps it out of the wall, and I've been waiting to say that all day long. We're down to 3 drivers from 3 different teams. Into the wall for Antonio Ponce. And the front wing is damaged yet again. Green flags fly again. On board we are with Tommy. Got it close to the wall. Thankfully kept it out. Ponce heading into the next braking zone. And, you know, this track here in Hong Kong, in theory, would be a very much a driver's track. However, the walls are just too close. As we come through the stadium section with Exferno, he's out. Exferno digs his nose into the wall and is out of this race. Caution's coming out. Two cars. 6th in points, Antonio Ponce. 10th in points in Tommy. This is going to put them quite a ways up the order in the championship. I think Ponce could move up into 3rd if he were to win and get the points necessary. Tommy, he could move up the order as well. Caution's about to end here. Will the 14 come into pit lane? You'll notice that no one actually has done more than 2 laps on their compound of tyres because they just get damaged so fast. Lap 11 of 17. Tommy, your race leader. The Revolution Racing, his home race, and he gets to lead it more often than you'd expect. But the question isn't who's in the lead, it's who's going to survive as we come through the opening chicane with Tony. He's in the wall. He's got damage. Spins it back around. Remains in this race. Ponce now with a fixed up front wing and medium compound tires. I don't even know about the tire strategy today. I can't tell you about that. Tommy with the fastest opening sector despite the front wing damage coming through with Antonio Ponce. He's in the wall as well. Gets a time penalty for track limits. Tries to steer it back on track and does. So now Tommy in that 11 car coming through the S's. And again, it's a very nice track we've got here in Hong Kong. You think by the layout, it would be such a power track. It'd rival Rome and Indianapolis and how quick it is. But no, it just doesn't. Barreling into the wall there for Tommy, who's got both sides of his front wing knocked off now. 9 seconds the margin between him and Ponce. So if he comes in, that could be major news for the Italian team. Is into the wall for Ponce. He slides. Tommy's dove down into pit lane as well. The 14 gets it back on track. Lap 12 of 17. Soft tires going on for Tommy. Will Ponce come down into pit lane? He probably will. There's a lot of damage. No, he stays out. Antonio Ponce staying out. Can he beat Tommy heading down the main straight? No, he can't. He'll meet him though. 4 seconds the margin, but Ponce's the man with the momentum, but he doesn't have the... Ooh! Out of the race for Tommy. Let me hold my tongue for a second. We're down to 1 driver in this race. Ponce leads from no one else. 21 retirements from 12 laps of racing. If Ponce hits the wall one more time, we're going to have no finishes for the first time in the ERL Junior Series. It's been an absolute farce. This is Not even the shortest race broadcast. We've hit 20 minutes of pure racing so far. We've had shorter in Indianapolis as we're back under the green flags. Lap 12 of 17 with one driver left to try and complete the next 5. On board we go with Antonio Ponte. It's the only real thing that we can do with the 2311 driver. He came into this race tied 6th on points. Comes through the chicane, keeps it out of the walls. Can he? No! That was so close to the wall. Chasing the racing gods for a moment there. And we'll go on to begin lap 13. 4 to go. Just has to survive 4 more laps here in Hong Kong. He's the last man standing, but it doesn't matter anything if you can't actually get to that 17th lap and see the checkered flag. As he comes through the opening chicane, he's out. That's it. That's it. No finishes here in Mexico. 0. Absolutely none. Not even a podium ceremony this time out. No one finished. You've got the order of the drivers who crashed, but we didn't make it past lap 13 today. That means that the championship outlook heading into the final round of the championship, the exact same as it was leaving Tokyo. And it's the same in the constructors as well, considering that there is 44 points left on offer. Goodhart Racing's lead over Trackhouse Racing of 35 is almost enough to clinch the championship, but it just isn't. So after that hectic race, if you can even call it that, we've got the Champ Car World Series coming up next. The last race where you can vote for whatever driver you want to get the fan boost. That's the last time it's going to be open. It will close after the Surfers Paradise race. So from all of us here at Sparkplug Motorsport, thanks for tolerating this race. And we'll see you guys next time then for the final FG Series race. See you guys in a bit.